give a lot of credit to Georgetown, a team that's able to come back off a very quick turnaround, play an early Saturday morning game. They outplayed us, they out-hustled us, they out-coached us. They were by far the superior team on the court today, and it wasn't even close.
Coach, what did they do to take Stainbrook out of the game?
Well, we had a tough time even bringing the ball into the half court. Georgetown's contained press turned into more of a turnover type press. It's a contained press, and our guards didn't handle it well enough. Our positioning down the floor wasn't what it needed to be. Our spacing was poor, and because of that, we were never able to really get into a half-court offense where we could establish him in the low post. In the first game, they didn't press us as much, but we had opportunities to get him the ball. And because we couldn't find our way into the half-court, we couldn't get the ball into Matt.
Jabril Trower didn't play in the first game for them. What kind of difference did he make for them?
Well, he provides a lot of toughness for Georgetown, and you can see that on film. I think he's their emotional leader. I know Markel is obviously a senior and wants to go out the right way. And he shot the ball well today and played with a lot of confidence. So, we knew he was a really good player, and he's an emotional leader and did a good job for the team.
How hard is it to come back when you're down double digits and they run their offense late into the shot clock, get shots, get fouled? How hard is that to come back?
There's a combination of things that makes it very difficult. Number one, their offense in general has great spacing. They have two of the best guards in the conference. Markel is, in my mind, the fastest player in our conference. He is a jet, and so we struggle to contain his quickness. When you're talking, 7, 8 minutes left in the game, and you want to get out and press and try to, get some turnovers, you can't catch him. And then DSR plays like an old man, and he really knows how to use his body and has a great IQ for the game. So he sees double teams coming from a mile away and always knows how to make the right play. They're a very difficult team to defend in a matter of trying to turn them over.
Any more questions? Obviously, the game just happened. You don't know what's going on. What do you think you guys are right now? Only a couple weeks left in the season. Where do you guys think you are in the big picture?
I don't worry about the big picture. I worry about our practice being what it needs to be tomorrow because we stunk today. And Georgetown had a big part in that. There are two teams out there. They have scholarship players, so I'm not taking any credit away from them. They did a great job. They played extremely hard. They were very effective, but we stunk.
Questions?
John, did you speak to the defensive effort today, particularly in the second half? You held them to 13 minutes, so how do you feel?
I thought that it's almost the antithesis of the exact opposite of what I said after the last game. I think that our effort, our attention to detail, our concentration was pretty good for 40 minutes. And I think we came out of the box and set the tone early, I thought, and our guys were able to sustain their effort, they were able to sustain their communication. We didn't have any mix-ups today. We see two guys go running with one person and one guy's popping over. I thought we did a very good job on the boards also.
Now you talk about out of the box, you put Jabril in the starting lineup. What impact did that have, do you think?
Quite honestly, it has a huge impact. Because when he's on the court, we're a better team. And so, I like bringing him off the bench because we were getting infusion off the bench. We had just too many slow starts. And so, risk not having as much coming off the bench, but it turned out okay today. Probably gonna stick with it. So that's gonna be the next question.
Talk about your job on Stainbrook. You guys were able to tamp down on him a little bit.
Yeah, he's scary. I think he's a very, very good offensive player who can score on the blocks, and he's a very good passer. And they do a good job of spacing around. If you commit too much to him, he can pick you apart. He's picked everyone apart. I thought, and so the challenge was for our bigs who showed up today to make it hard. Dang, you can't just stand. So watch, you can't just stand behind him and push him. But they had to be active in their post defense before he got the ball. And the guys guarding the passer did a good job of pressuring the passer so that he wasn't getting exactly where he wanted to, where then you're either dead because it's too deep or he can pick you apart. So I thought between Moses, Nate, and Mikhail, they did a very good job before the catch, of pushing him out, of moving him, creating just a few seconds of uncertainty, which makes all the difference in the world.
And you talked several times about how with this particular team, maintaining possession is key, 3 turnovers, and then on the flip side, you score 20 off of their turnovers. Just talk about that, how that played in the game.
No, it's the same thing, which we didn't do last game. Last game we started off the game, first 2 possessions were turnovers. And so we can't turn the ball over. We have to get a shot every time down the court. This group can't have wasted possessions. And for the most part, this last stretch here, we've done okay with taking care of the ball. But to go through a game with 3 turnovers, that's I don't know that I've ever been a part of a team that did that. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever had anyone have 3 turnovers.
So,
Coach, obviously a win is a win, but to do it against a team in the top half of the league and a team that beat you earlier in the year, does that hold more weight for you guys?
It holds weight because it's this game we're playing right now. They're a very good team. They're a very good team. They're much better than they look today. And so does it hold more weight? I don't think so. It feels good because they beat us the first time, and you're able to get them back. But then now we have to move on. Hopefully we do the same thing on Thursday.
and the similarities between that last game, pretty eerie, 42 points in both, in the first half in both games, double-digit leads in both. At any point, did you talk about that at all in terms of staying focused, reminding them about that game, or is that a complete decision?
At halftime, I mentioned it. And to be honest, I didn't realize what the exact score was of the first game. But I told them that we had a big lead just like this in the first game. And so I think that whether me saying that had anything to do with it, I think we came out in the second half and reestablished ourselves, reestablished our energy.
Gino? Bill, can you kind of take us through your thought process getting back into the starting lineup? And does that change how you kind of approach a game now that you're back in the starting lineup, or how do you kind of handle that?
I come out and play the same way every time. I knew that we need to get off to a good start, and I knew that Coach put me back in the starting lineup. That was the reason why that we got up to a couple of slow starts the last couple of games. So we wanted to come out and be the aggressors and set the tone. So that's what we were able to do today.
Mark Kelke talked about the fact that in terms of the halftime of the last game, what did that go through your head at all in terms of just where you guys had gone that the last time? Did you talk about that with your teammates at all coming to halftime?
No, I didn't.
Did that leading into this game, did that second half, was that sort of a motivating factor for you throughout the preparation?
Yeah, I mean, we needed to win, so it came on and won.
What's the extent of Moses' injury?
I think he's fine. It's not even swollen. He said he was hurting and that he couldn't go back in. So the guy says that. Most of the time I listen to him. But he said he was hurting. One of these two had said that they were going back in. Can I get in trouble for saying that? I'm joking.
Any other questions?
Yeah, Marco, Coach talked about the 3 turnovers. Just can you just address that and how you obviously have attention to detail and keeping possessions and not wasting possessions.
I don't even need to answer the question. I mean, we did honestly, like Coach said, that was unbelievable. I didn't even know that. But I think we did a very good job of taking care of basketball today, across the board, and I think the attention to detail was there today. I think we missed that, at times throughout the year. And it was a joy to play the game today. It was just a joy to see, a joy to be a part of it. And if we can just sustain that level of competitiveness, if we can just sustain that effort, we can do big things. But we just got to do it every day. And I know it's harder said than done, but hey.
John, you sort of already touched on this a little bit, but yesterday you said it was imperative to get something out of the front court, not just scoring, but in other ways. And today you Nate and Aaron and Mikhail.
Yeah, and Moses also, I thought what you can't, it doesn't show up here, but I think it was to Ron's question. Our front court was active. They were active on defense, and they were present at the defense, and they made it hard for 40 to get the ball, which is the key part of our scouting report. If he gets the ball where he wants to get it, they're a hard team to guard. So, you know, and as it relates to the points and the rebounds and all that's, we need them to do that. But their effort they had constant effort and they were presence today at the defensive and on the boards, blocking shots. And so, like I said, if you know, our front court shows up, we usually play well.
So should we schedule more 11:30 starts after 9 o'clock games for you guys?
Not at all. I think we're all ready to go take a nap.
Hey, Jabril, this is 4 straight games, I believe, where you've hit a three-pointer. You know, how much of that was something you worked on while you're out with the injury, and just how much more comfortable you feel beyond the arc this year?
I mean, I know what I'm capable of. It's just about me being confident. So I know that a lot of teams might come out and try to play me, go under, or play off me my job. And what I wanted to do is just come out and be aggressive. So I was able to hit the early 3 and the early jump shot. So that was good for me. So.
Yeah, bro.
2-4, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.